The casting process for North by Northwest was a meticulous task, with each character requiring a unique blend of charm, wit, and sophistication. The film's lead, Roger Thornhill, was portrayed by the debonair Cary Grant. Grant was an obvious choice for director Alfred Hitchcock due to their successful collaborations in the past, such as In Suspicion and Notorious. For the role of Eve Kendall, Hitchcock sought after a cool blonde with a mysterious allure. He found his perfect leading lady in Eva Marie Saint, who had previously made her mark in the film On the Waterfront. Saint's audition showcased her ability to balance vulnerability and strength, making her an ideal fit for Eve's complex character. The role of the cunning villain, Phillip Vandamm, was given to James Mason. Known for his distinctive voice and menacing screen presence, Mason had already proven his villainous prowess in films like The Wicked Lady and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. His on-screen chemistry with Grant added another layer of tension to the film's thrilling cat and mouse game. Leo G. Carroll, who played the enigmatic professor, was no stranger to Hitchcock's films, having previously appeared in Spellbound, The Parodying Case, and Strangers on a Train. Carroll's established rapport with Hitchcock made him a natural choice for the role. One notable aspect of the casting process was the absence of formal auditions. Hitchcock often preferred to work with actors he knew and trusted, relying on their instincts and abilities to bring his characters to life. This approach resulted in the seamless blending of talents that made North by Northwest a timeless classic. Alfred Hitchcock, celebrated director of this classic, brought his unique directorial vision to life in North by Northwest. His innovative storytelling techniques were influenced by German Expressionism and French poetic realism, shaping the visual language of the film. He often used suspense rather than horror, believing that there is no terror in the bang, only in the anticipation of it. Hitchcock's distinctive style included meticulous pre-production planning and on-set control. For instance, he would create detailed storyboards, leaving little room for improvisation during shooting. This allowed him to maintain precision over each scene, ensuring every shot contributed to building tension and moving the narrative forward. The film's leading actor, Cary Grant, was chosen partly because of his comedic timing, which added depth to the character. Their collaboration resulted in one of Grant's most memorable performances. To achieve seamless execution of complex scenes like the crop dusting sequence, Hitchcock worked closely with the cinematographer, editor, sound designer, and special effects team. Known for his cameos, Hitchcock also appeared briefly in North by Northwest near the start of the picture, crossing Vandamm's path at the auction house. However, beyond these amusing appearances, his true presence lay in crafting compelling narratives filled with intrigue and unexpected twists. Collaborative efforts extended beyond cast selection. Saul Bass, renowned graphic artist, designed the opening credits, while Bernard Herrmann composed the iconic score. Both elements significantly contribute to the film's overall impact, setting the tone even before the first frame unfolds. Despite working with large crews and big budgets, Hitchcock never lost sight of his artistic intentions, making North by Northwest an enduring testament to his extraordinary talent. In 1959, the movie North by Northwest graced the silver screen, directed by the legendary Alfred Hitchcock. This classic thriller stars two of Hollywood's finest actors, Cary Grant and James Mason. Who was your favorite between these two? The film follows the life of Roger Thornhill, played by Cary Grant, who becomes entangled in a case of mistaken identity, leading him on a dangerous adventure across the United States. Full of suspenseful moments, witty dialogue, and unexpected twists, it keeps audiences on their toes till the very end. Did you know that during one scene, when Cary Grant is being chased through a cornfield, real farm workers had to pause their work every time the camera started rolling? Or how about the fact that Grace Kelly was initially considered for the female lead, but turned down the role due to her impending royal wedding? Throughout its runtime, North by Northwest provides a mix of humor, drama, and action, making it a timeless piece of cinema. Whether it's the iconic crop duster plane sequence or the dramatic climax at Mount Rushmore, each moment leaves a lasting impression. Now, dear viewers, we'd love to hear about your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this movie. Share your stories and memories in the comments below. Let's reminisce together. North by Northwest, a 1959 film directed by Alfred Hitchcock, took audiences on a thrilling journey across various landscapes. The set design and locations played a significant role in creating this classic. The production started in New York, where scenes at the United Nations building were shot. However, the film crew faced challenges as they were not allowed to film inside the building. So, they built a replica of the facade in a studio, a technique often used during that era. The film then moved to Chicago, where the famous crop duster plane scene was shot. This scene was innovative for its time, requiring precise coordination between the actor, stuntman, and the plane. The crew had to deal with unpredictable weather and dust, making it a logistical challenge. The production later shifted to South Dakota, where the iconic Mount Rushmore scenes were filmed. Interestingly, filming at the National Memorial was not permitted. The crew had to build a set nearby, using visual effects to make it appear as if they were at Mount Rushmore. The film's final scenes were shot in a soundstage in California, where they created a train sequence inside a tunnel. This was achieved by building a large set and using a real train, a testament to the technological advancements of the time. In conclusion, North by Northwest production involved intricate set designs, innovative techniques, and overcoming logistical challenges to create a captivating film. Cary Grant, born January 18, 1904, delivers a charming performance in North by Northwest, a Hitchcock thriller from 1959. Grant plays Roger Thornhill, a man mistaken for a spy, thrusting him into a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Eva Marie Saint, another accomplished actor, stars alongside Grant as Eve Kendall. Their chemistry sizzles on screen, particularly during their romantic encounter aboard the famous 20th Century Limited train. The film boasts stunning locales, including New York City, Indiana cornfields, and the iconic Mount Rushmore. These scenic backdrops add depth and visual interest to the narrative. Hitchcock's masterful direction shines through in the tense scenes, like the crop duster chase, leaving audiences on edge. The tightly woven plot keeps viewers guessing until the very end. North by Northwest also features clever dialogue and sharp humor, making it an enjoyable watch. Its influence can still be felt today, inspiring modern filmmakers and storytellers alike. In the creation of North by Northwest's musical score, composer Bernard Herrmann played a pivotal role. Known for his innovative approach to film music, Herrmann had already collaborated with Hitchcock on several projects before this classic. The process began with discussions between Herrmann and Hitchcock regarding the narrative arc and emotional tone of the film. For a scene set in an auction house, Herrmann used delicate strings to convey tension and uncertainty. As the story progressed, he introduced robust brass sections to mirror escalating conflicts. Herrmann chose to work with a full symphony orchestra, which was unusual at the time. This decision lent a richness and depth to the score that significantly enhanced the viewing experience. He also utilized leitmotifs, recurring themes associated with specific characters or ideas. One notable example is the ominous motif linked to the mysterious villains pursuing our hero, Roger Thornhill. Interestingly, Herrmann composed much of the score prior to shooting, allowing Hitchcock to play it on set during key scenes. This uncommon technique allowed actors to better inhabit their roles, responding instinctively to the underlying emotions portrayed musically. Musicians who worked on the score remember Herrmann as demanding yet inspiring. They appreciated his clear vision and respected his vast knowledge of music history. Despite the intense pressure, they found joy in bringing Herrmann's complex arrangements to life. As we delve deeper into the intricacies of North by Northwest score, one cannot understate the impact of Herrmann's contribution. His music doesn't merely accompany the visuals, it engages in dialogue, amplifying the narrative subtleties and enhancing viewer immersion. In the world of North by Northwest, privacy is a luxury few enjoy. The opulent Townsend mansion, for instance, displays its owner's name for all to see, an unthinkable notion in modern times. Such a display would invite unwanted attention and intrusion, making it a risky endeavor. The production of this classic film was not without its challenges. In fact, it went over budget by nearly $1 million, highlighting the financial demands of creating a captivating movie. One of the actors who graced the screen in North by Northwest was James Mason. Interestingly, he worked with director Sidney Lumet on 4 other films, including The Deadly Affair, The Seagull, Child's Play, and The Verdict. This collaboration showcases the enduring appeal of these artists and their ability to create engaging content. In essence, North by Northwest offers a glimpse into a world where extravagance and danger intertwine, and where the production process was as intriguing as the final product. One of the most iconic scenes in North by Northwest is the crop duster chase scene. This thrilling sequence was shot near the small town of Bakersfield, California. Director Alfred Hitchcock used wide shots to capture the vastness of the landscape and create a sense of isolation for the character, Roger Thornhill, played by Cary Grant. Cinematographer Robert Burks employed low angles to make the plane seem even more menacing. Grant's performance is key here. He conveys terror, but maintains his charm, making the audience root for him despite the danger. Another memorable scene is the auction scene at the United Nations headquarters in New York City. Here, Hitchcock uses tight close-ups and quick cuts to build tension as Eve Kendall, portrayed by Eva Marie Saint, passes crucial information to Thornhill while surrounded by suspicious guests. Saint recalls feeling nervous during the shoot due to the presence of real UN delegates, which added authenticity but also pressure. The climactic confrontation on Mount Rushmore leaves a lasting impression too. Filmed in South Dakota, this section required careful planning and execution due to its challenging location. Stunt doubles were used for certain parts, though Grant insisted on performing some dangerous stunts himself. The result is a nail-biting finale filled with suspense and drama. These scenes stand out because they combine excellent performances, innovative cinematography, and masterful direction. They contribute significantly to the overall experience of watching this classic film. In the process of filming Vertigo, Alfred Hitchcock discussed elements of another future project with James Stewart, who mistakenly believed he would be considered for the lead role. Hitchcock had actually intended for Cary Grant to play the part, but feeling committed to the film, Stewart turned down other opportunities. Only when Stewart was already engaged in Anatomy of a Murder did Hitchcock offer him the role in this classic, leaving Stewart no choice but to decline. During the production of this movie, the production code raised concerns about the effeminate portrayal of the character Leonard, played by Martin Landau. As the story unfolds in North by Northwest, the character Roger Thornhill orders a Gibson on the train, a drink composed of gin and dry vermouth, similar to a martini, but with cocktail onions instead of olives. Released in 1959, North by Northwest is a classic film that has left a significant impact on popular culture. The movie, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, tells the story of an advertising executive who becomes entangled in a case of mistaken identity, leading to a series of thrilling adventures. The film resonated with audiences due to its fast-paced plot, witty dialogue, and stunning visuals. The iconic scenes, such as the crop duster chase and the climactic fight on Mount Rushmore, have become etched in the memories of moviegoers and have been referenced in numerous other works of popular culture. North by Northwest also contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. The film explores the idea of identity and the consequences of mistaken identity, which remains a timely and relevant topic. The film's portrayal of strong and capable female characters, such as Eve Kendall, played by Eva Marie Saint, was also groundbreaking for its time and has continued to inspire filmmakers and audiences alike. Moreover, the film's exploration of government agencies and their potential for abuse of power has also sparked conversations and debates. The character of the professor, played by Leo G. Carroll, represents the mysterious and potentially sinister government agency, which adds an element of intrigue and suspense to the film. In conclusion, North by Northwest is a classic film that has resonated with audiences and influenced popular culture in numerous ways. Its exploration of relevant social and cultural themes, combined with its thrilling plot and stunning visuals, has ensured its enduring legacy as a timeless and captivating film. In the making of North by Northwest, director Alfred Hitchcock originally planned a scene where protagonist Roger Thornhill hid in Abraham Lincoln's nose and suffered a sneezing fit. Despite repeated attempts, park officials did not approve the idea. When asked how he would feel if the situation were reversed, with Lincoln sneezing in Thornhill's nose, Hitchcock quickly realized the impracticality and abandoned the concept. Although the scene was never filmed, the unusual working title "The Man in Lincoln's Nose" remained. One of the actors in this classic, Edward Platt, later became famous for playing the chief on the television show Get Smart. Interestingly, one of the main characters on that series was named Larrabee, inspired by Platt's character in North by Northwest. Cary Grant, who played Roger Thornhill, collaborated with Hitchcock on several projects. Prior to their work together on North by Northwest, they had already teamed up on 3 other movies: Suspicion, Notorious, and To Catch a Thief. Their successful partnership resulted in many memorable performances over the years. The movie North by Northwest, a classic thriller from 1959, captivated audiences and critics alike. Upon its release, the film garnered widespread acclaim for its gripping storyline and stellar performances. John Ford's direction and Alfred Hitchcock's masterful screenplay received high praise, with many praising the seamless blend of action, suspense, and humor. Roger Ebert from the Chicago Sun-Times called it a thrilling, breathless delight, and commended Cary Grant and Eva Marie Saint for their memorable chemistry. The show's innovative use of the real-life locations, like Mount Rushmore and the Grand Canyon, not only added to its authenticity but also solidified its place in film history. Visionary composer Bernard Herrmann's haunting score further enhanced the movie's tension and atmosphere. North by Northwest's critical reception led to several award nominations, with both Cary Grant and his portrayal of Robert Ripley receiving Golden Globe nods. The film was also nominated for an Academy Award for Best Sound Mixing. These accolades served as a testament to the talents of the cast and crew, as well as their ability to create a timeless piece that continues to resonate with viewers even decades after its release. Audiences connected with the film's thrilling chase scenes and its exploration of trust and identity, with the movie standing as a prime example of 1950s Hollywood at its peak. The enduring legacy of North by Northwest speaks volumes about the craftsmanship and innovation of its era, making it a must-see classic for fans of cinema and a marker of the golden age of filmmaking. In 1958, Donna Douglas moved to New York City to study acting with Lee Strasberg at the Actors Studio. She participated in and won Miss Byline, a contest evaluated by various New York journalists. After being discovered on The Ed Sullivan Show, producer Hal B. Wallace offered her a 7-year contract with MGM, which was later dropped. Soon after relocating to Hollywood in 1959, Douglas started taking acting lessons with Jeff Corey and lived with her pet canary, Frances, who was named after actor Anthony Franciosa. Meanwhile, director Alfred Hitchcock desired Grace Kelly for the lead female role in his upcoming film, despite her status as the Princess of Monaco. However, due to production challenges and expenses associated with obtaining police protection during filming, Hitchcock expressed frustration towards New York City's law enforcement officers, referring to them as New York's worst. As a result, adequate security measures were absent when the team commenced working at their subsequent site, the Plaza Hotel. In the making of North by Northwest, the film star, Cary Grant, was known for performing many of his own stunts. However, one scene proved to be particularly challenging. This involved Grant hanging from the edge of a mountain as a plane swooped down to attack him. To capture this dangerous moment, the production team tied a stunt double, wearing a mask of Grant's face, onto the side of the mountain. As the plane approached, the stuntman released his grip, dangling in mid-air. Grant, watching from a safe distance, later admitted he had never been more terrified while making a movie. The film's director, Alfred Hitchcock, was also famous for his meticulous planning and attention to detail. Before shooting began, he created a detailed storyboard, sketching out each scene picture by picture. This allowed him to visualize the film and communicate his ideas to the cast and crew. Hitchcock's storyboards were so precise that they could be used as a shooting script, with each sketch corresponding to a specific camera setup and shot. One of the most iconic scenes in the movie features a heated auction at an art gallery. To create the right atmosphere, Hitchcock had the set designers create fake paintings, filling the gallery with abstract art. Unbeknownst to the actors, these paintings were actually created by a local kindergarten class. When the scene was filmed, the children's artwork received rave reviews from the cast and crew, adding a touch of whimsy to this classic thriller. Despite the film's many challenges, North by Northwest remains a testament to the skill and creativity of its cast and crew. From Cary Grant's daring stunts to Alfred Hitchcock's meticulous planning, this classic film continues to captivate audiences, offering a glimpse into the golden age of Hollywood filmmaking. In the movie North by Northwest, director Alfred Hitchcock reunited with Cary Grant for their fourth film together, having previously collaborated on Suspicion, Notorious, and To Catch a Thief. This time, Hitchcock showcased a unique aircraft, the Naval Aircraft Factory in Thornhill, which was often converted for crop dusting purposes. The plane, piloted by local crop duster Bob Coe, was seen flying in a scene where it collides with a truck and explodes. The truck-plane collision sequence features replicas of Indiana highway signs, adding to the film's authenticity. Interestingly, both Cary Grant and James Mason were considered for the role of James Bond, with Grant even being offered the part. However, he declined, leaving the iconic role to Sean Connery. Aside from the thrilling scenes and captivating cast, North by Northwest features another aircraft, the wartime Stearman Trainer. Similar to the N3 Canary, Many Stearman planes were used for agricultural purposes through the 1970s. North by Northwest, released in 1959, is a classic film that has left a significant impact on the world of cinema. This movie, directed by the legendary Alfred Hitchcock, is known for its suspenseful storyline and unique characters. The film follows the story of Roger Thornhill, an advertising executive who is mistaken for a government agent and becomes embroiled in a dangerous spy plot. The movie takes the audience on a thrilling journey filled with action, romance, and intrigue. North by Northwest has had a profound influence on future filmmaking. Its innovative use of location shooting, including iconic scenes at the United Nations and Mount Rushmore, set a new standard for cinematography. The film's groundbreaking special effects, such as the famous crop duster plane sequence, have also inspired many filmmakers. Moreover, the movie's leading man, Cary Grant, delivered a performance that has been widely regarded as one of his best. His portrayal of Roger Thornhill, a charming yet vulnerable character, has been studied and emulated by many actors. The film's impact can also be seen in subsequent works. The plot device of a character being mistaken for someone else has been used in numerous films and television shows. Additionally, the film's combination of action, romance, and comedy has been a popular formula in many successful movies. In conclusion, North by Northwest is a timeless classic that has left an indelible mark on film history. Its innovative filmmaking techniques, captivating storyline, and memorable performances have inspired countless filmmakers and actors. This movie continues to resonate with audiences today, making it a true testament to the power of cinema. When Roger Thornhill, the main character of the movie, found himself with some free time before being kidnapped in the Oak Room, he planned to watch West Side Story at the Winter Garden Theater. Interestingly, if he had attended the theater as scheduled, it would have marked the premiere month of this groundbreaking musical in the United States. Hitchcock directed only one picture for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Studios, and North by Northwest turned out to be that gem. Despite having worked with other major studios like Universal Pictures and Warner Brothers, this classic remains the solitary contribution from the legendary director to MGM. Before entering the Oak Bar, listeners can hear the tune "It's a Most Unusual Day," originally performed by Jane Powell in the MGM musical A Date with Judy back in 1948. This choice of background music foreshadows the extraordinary series of events that unfold throughout the storyline of the film. Have you ever seen North by Northwest? This classic film from 1959, directed by the legendary Alfred Hitchcock, is a must-watch for any true cinema lover. The story follows Roger Thornhill, played by Cary Grant, as he becomes embroiled in a case of mistaken identity and is pursued across the country by mysterious enemies. The film is known for its stunning visuals, including the iconic scene at Mount Rushmore. But it's not just a feast for the eyes. The script is sharp and witty, with memorable lines that have stood the test of time. And Cary Grant's performance is, as always, charming and suave. But what really sets North by Northwest apart is its sense of suspense and tension. Hitchcock was a master of building tension and keeping audiences on the edge of their seats, and this film is no exception. From the thrilling crop duster chase scene to the climactic cliffhanger on Mount Rushmore, the film is full of heart-pounding moments that will keep you engaged until the very end. If you haven't seen North by Northwest yet, I highly recommend giving it a watch. It's a timeless classic that continues to resonate with audiences today. And if you have seen it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What was your favorite scene? How did the film impact you personally or influence your perspective on cinema? So, let's hear your memories and experiences with this classic film. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cinematic exploration.